Hey there guys, and welcome back to my next vlog here in Mondstadt's Cathedral. So, last time, if you were watching, we helped Amber track down a criminal by the name of Raptor as we tried to qualify for a wind gliding license. And yeah, now today we have been summoned by Jean, so let's go and find her and see what the situation here is in Mondstadt now that Storm Terror is no longer attacking the city. So yeah, let's see where she is. Aha, I see her down there, just outside of the Goth Grand Hotel, I believe it is. No, seems like she's got company. Let's go and see what's going on.
Isn't that Jean?
Yeah, I think it is.
Seems she's talking to someone.
Hmm.
Let's let her finish, then go say hi.
Yeah, sure thing.
Which is what has brought us to this point in the first place. If you are unable to promptly deal with the Storm Terror threat, then leave the defense of Mondstadt to the Fatui. We can put an end to Mondstadt's dragon issues. All we need to do is bring that monster to the...
Monster?
Yes. What's your point?
I'd expect a more professional attitude from your diplomats. Yet here you are saying you want to put an end to one of the four winds of Mondstadt? I won't have any of this nonsense in front of the Knights of Favonius.
It's not as crazy as you make it sound. Fine. That's enough negotiation for today. At this stage, it's simply an amicable exchange of constructive opinions. No? I'll be sure to make thorough notes.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, hey there. You okay?
Thanks for your help. The elemental flow is finally stable.
Oh, that's good to hear.
The aftermath of Storm Terror's last attack is finally settled for the moment.
For the moment?
However, the pressure from the delegation has become too big to be ignored.
Oh, that lady you were just talking to, huh?
Delegation? From Liyue Harbor or Inazuma City?
Shneznaya. They choose to follow the god of Cryo.
Shneznaya.
Their envoys go by a particular name, the Fatui. Heard of them?
Fatui.
Oh, them? They're super famous.
Are they?
Wait, infamous is more the word.
I don't think killing Storm Terror is the right course of action.
No, me either.
The Cryo gods Fatui have always coveted the Animo god's power.
Have they?
I don't believe they have Mondstadt's best interests at heart.
Speaking of power,
What is it?
there's something I need to show the Knights of Favonius.
Oh, let us head back to headquarters then.
Sure,
We shouldn't discuss important matters out in the open.
that makes sense.
Mondstadt and Snezhnaya are considered the same in status. Mondstadt is independent and does not belong to any other nation. In fact, despite being referred to as a city, Mondstadt is a nation. Though, Snezhnaya's Fatui are known to be the most aggressive diplomats in Teyvat.
Makes sense given the tone of that woman just now. So rude.
It's a crystal embedded with some kind of power. Lisa, are you able to analyze it?
Let me take a look. I can see impurities in the crystal, but upon further inspection... No, I'm sorry. I can't make a proper analysis at the moment. Give me some time. I'll take a look through the library's restricted section.
Right. I'll leave the research to you then, Lisa.
Understood. I'll notify you all if I make any progress.
Sounds good.
Though I wouldn't go getting your hopes up. They were incredibly ancient texts, not to mention... Ouch!
Oh, You okay?
Gosh, that hurt. The impurities in the crystal, it hurts when I get close.
Oh, interesting.
I see. It appears to react to visions.
Oh?
The impurities and the elemental energy we embody repel each other.
Huh. How curious.
It's strange, though. You have elemental abilities as well, but don't seem to be affected in the same way. Anyway, the crystal would be better left in the hands of my cutie. It will just be a pain if left with us, both literally and metaphorically.
Okay, I'll keep it.
Fascinating. Do you know anything about what makes you special?
Where do I start?
I do not know what to make of it either. Well then, the Knights of Favonius have another favor to ask of you.
Oh? What is it?
Please accept the title of Honorary Knight, and the gratitude of the Acting Grand Master.
Honorary Knight. Well, thank you very much.
Honorary Knight of Favonius?
We ask for your continued assistance in finding some answers.
Of course we'll help.
Storm Terror's rage, and strange crystals. I know Mondstadt's peace hangs in the balance.
I think we can handle it.
May the wind open your eyes to the truth.
I'm sure it will, Jean.
We'll meet back here if you find anything.
Okay. So, how do we fight Storm Terror?
Its change in size and power really is suspicious. But for the Knights of Favonius, our priority is to deal with the aftermath of this attack.
Right.
The Grand Master entrusted the Knights of Favonius to me. I can't let him or the people of Mondstadt down.
I know you won't, Jean.
I must get to the bottom of this.
You will. Together, we will. Tell me about the Fatui.
Those people in strange uniforms are Fatui. They're here as delegates from Snezhnaya.
I see.
Stay away from them. Having contact with them is dangerous, even for innocent travelers.
Okay, I'll do my best.
There's something you didn't tell them.
Was there?
The dragon and the crystal weren't the only things we saw.
Oh, right. Him. Well, I don't think he's a bad guy.
So you do remember him, that green guy.
Yep, he was a little hard to forget.
He looked just like that guy down there.
Huh? Hey, wait. Exact same shade of green. What a coincidence.
See? See?
I did.
Wait, hold on a minute. That...
You don't think...
That's the same guy!
No. Well, let's see if we can track him down. He was in quite a hurry, so hopefully we can catch up to him. No, I think he went down here somewhere.
That green guy disappeared!
Well, he was running quite fast.
Use elemental sight to track him down.
Good idea. Aha, so he went this way, did he? Now, which way? To the left? Over here. And then up this way. Over here. Oh, where's he going? Seems to be going all over the place. Maybe he was just out for a jog?
His footprints lead to this wall. Did he climb up from here?
Oh, parkour? Whoa. Let's go after him. Quite a climb. Okay. Where is he? Aha. This way. Up here, maybe? Yep. He can't be that far away now, surely. And around here. Oh. Aha. I see. Right in front of the statue. Let's see if we can get a word of him. bard? Oh. What nice music. Doesn't look out of breath at all.
What is to be sung transpired in days of yore, when the divine archons still walked the earth. A dragon cast his curious gaze on the world below, as he parted from the heavens that gave his birth. The dragon sought truth amongst common folk, but mortal trifles only fogged his mind. The wind-born bard strummed his strings dulce, and the holy lyre answered his questions kind. The dragon was but a child full of wonder, and soared the heavens free from care. The bard's songs invited him to sing along, for he yearned to let all perceive him fair. Enchanting legends the bard and dragon were, but the tides of despair soon engulfed the land. The lion fang perished, and the falcon flag slept, as a vile dragon approached Mondstadt in lone stand. Over the cathedral loomed death and his friends. Of the people's agony, the bards soon sang. The soaring dragon heeded his grave calls, and amidst the windstorms a brutal war sprang. Blood of venom sent the sky dragon into slumber, only to awake to be expelled in abhor. Why do people in this age loathe me so? But the holy lyre replied no more. Wrath and woe, vigor and venom, poured from the dragon's bitter eyes. The dragon's curse sprawled in silence, but the lyre could no longer soothe his cries.
Wait, you guys are...
Oh, do you recognize me?
Oh, that's right. You're the ones that scared Dvalin away.
Hey, we didn't mean to.
Dvalin? Who's that?
That's Stormterror's real name, Paimon.
Huh? Oh, right! Most people seem to call him Storm Terror.
Yep, most people.
Why do you call him that? Are you two meant to be close or something?
Oh, so close.
Hey, so... Paimon thinks this guy has a screw loose.
Not so loud, Paimon. He's standing right there. Hi.
Good day, Outlander. Seems we meet again.
We do indeed.
I'm Venti the Bard.
Oh, nice to meet you, Venti. I'm Aether.
3-time winner of the most popular bard of Mondstadt, to be precise.
Oh, so modest as well.
So, what do you need from me?
Well...
Given you recognize us, Paimon doesn't believe we need to explain any further. Of course it's about Storm Terror!
Dvalin, Paimon. Dvalin.
Storm?
Hey! Cut it with the Amnesia Act! Alright, show it to him.
Okay, Paimon.
Oh, isn't this?
What? The crystal has been purified? When?
Oh, I don't know. The last time I checked it was full of impurities.
Dvalin, the anguish he feels has brought him to tears.
Tears?
He was once such a gentle child, now so full of rage and suffering. I also came across a teardrop crystal. Can you purify it?
Oh. Wow. I guess we can. Look at that.
Huh?
You really do have some wonderful abilities.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Someone like you is going to end up getting written into a bard's poem.
Maybe one of yours?
Oh, a hero so bright, should she stand in the light. Though stand in the shade, and you'll be met by a blade. Alas, I've really not the time to compose a melody for you at this moment. Anyway, even if Dvalin is not taken down, his life will still wither away in the breeze.
Oh no.
He'll burn himself out in the flames of anger.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I really must thank you for purifying the teardrop crystal. It has helped me greatly.
Well, anytime.
But I've already come to devise my own plan.
Oh?
Oh? And what plan would that be?
Seeing this tear has brought to mind a friend so dear.
Friend?
One must be going.
Hey.
Hey, where are you running off to?
Yeah,
To the
hold on a
symbol
minute.
of Mondstadt's hero. Bye-bye.
Symbol of Mondstadt's hero.
Huh. What do you make of that?
This weirdo, as you put it, Paimon, we need to keep an eye on him.
As far as he's concerned, you're a weirdo too, you know.
Well, you know,
Know what?
his voice seems familiar.
Familiar? I don't know. You're alone on that one. But did he just say symbol of Mondstadt's hero? Oh, Paimon knows! It's
Oh.
that huge tree!
Ah, yes.
You know, the gigantic one! You
I
can't
can
miss it! Surely you still remember?
Oh, I do. I see it right here. Hold on, let's see if he's there at the moment. So, the symbol of Mondstadt's hero is this big tree at Windrise. I hope the bard, Venti, is there. He was acting like he was keeping some information from us. I get the feeling he knows more than he's telling us. Oh, hey guys. So let's see if he's here, and more importantly, let's see if we can find out more about his plan. And yep, there he is. Hey there.
Oh? What are you doing here?
To see you, of course.
Though I was just wondering if you would happen to follow me.
Well, I want to know more about the Animo god.
You speak of the god of Animo, Barbados? He already disappeared from Mondstadt a long time ago.
Oh,
Liyue and Inazuma's respective gods of Geo and Electro are still present, but Mondstadt has seen many a moon since they last saw their own god.
oh, really? I wonder why that is.
Why do you wish to know about the god of Animo? Does it have something to do with Dvalin?
Not quite.
Oh, it's because gods...
Yeah. Someone told me about Dvalin's past.
Just how is it that everyone sees Storm Terror? I'm quite curious. That said, there's no need to rush.
Well,
I have not been back in a while. It seems there are a few who are unhappy with my arrival.
what is that?
The wind! I can't open my eyes!
Whoa.
What is a creature like that doing
What
out
is
here
this?
in such a cold place?
Oh god.
You think it was going after that green guy? His
Tracking down
relationship
Venti?
with the wind seems even deeper than yours.
Oh. Curious.
Yeah. Seems the dragon wasn't the only thing affected by this change in the wind.
Oh, you're telling me.
Now then, you were saying someone had told you about the dragon?
Yeah.
Is that so? Quite the scholar, I must say that, Lisa.
Tell me about it.
She's not wrong. The conflict has reached this point only because both sides have resorted to the use of force. His hate, however, did not arise from the people not making tribute to the Four Winds.
Oh.
Nor was it born from his own nature, but instead came about as a product of his degradation.
Oh, like you sang in that song from earlier?
Degradation?
The black blood flowing through his heart has been torturing him for years.
Oh, that can't be good.
That's what has allowed him to be led astray by the lies of the Abyss Mage.
Abyss Mage? I've never heard such a name.
They are from the Abyss Order, an organization comprised of non-human beings. They despise mankind.
Oh, Abyss Order.
I don't know where they come from. All I know is that they hold deep hatred toward the human world.
Oh no.
Many hilly trolls out in the wild take orders from them and act as their weapons.
Oh, that is interesting.
Before arriving here, I too was like Dvalin, cursed and left to waste.
Wait, what do you mean?
But now, before us stands the symbol of Mondstadt's hero, the place from which Mondstadt rose. The wind amongst the branches is good. I love the way it smells. Being here with you beneath this great tree feels like when the tear was purified earlier. Like the poison is leaving my body.
Poison.
Feels much better.
So, how exactly did you get poisoned?
Yeah.
That would be because I tried to communicate with Dvalin earlier, but was interrupted.
Oh, you mean,
As a result, not only did I not manage to help Dvalin break his curse, but instead was also infected myself.
that was, me?
Yes, it was you.
Uh-oh.
So to make up for it, you're coming with me to the cathedral.
Okay.
The Mondstadt Cathedral? To do what exactly?
Yeah.
To claim a certain holy lyre de Himmel.
Oh. Holy Lyre de Himmel. Just like the one he sang of? Ah, this guy seems to know a lot of stuff. Okay, Venti should be here in the cathedral. There he is. Hey, Venti.
So this Holy Lyre de Himmel is...
One of the most treasured items in Mondstadt. It's the lyre that Barbados used to play.
Oh, very interesting.
With it, perhaps I can help Dvalin draw his gentle nature back out of this nightmare he's going through.
It's worth a shot.
Will it really stop Storm Terror from causing more damage?
Of course! I'm the best bard in the world.
Hmm.
There's not a single song I do not know, no matter if it's from the past, present, or future.
The future, huh?
Look me in the eyes. Do you not find me trustworthy?
Just what is that in your eyes?
So how can we get the Holy Lyre?
Yeah.
It's said that it's enshrined deep within the cathedral, somewhere safe.
Oh, the catacombs, maybe?
I'll go take a look around. You can come if you want.
Okay. Okay, let's see if Venti's found anything.
Let me handle this.
Okay.
Hello there, sister!
May the Animo God bless you, young bard. How can I help you?
Actually, I know a secret that can save Mondstadt from its current predicament.
Oh, what a blessing from the God of Animo! But you should report that to the Knights of Favonius. Why have you come to me?
Because you, dear sister, are able to help. I'd like to borrow the Holy Lyre. With it, I'll be able to help Storm Terror.
Please see yourselves out.
What?
It's a vicious dragon indeed, but once the acting Grand Master makes up her mind, nothing can stand in the Knight's way.
That's simply not acceptable. Wouldn't Storm Terror end up getting killed that way?
That foolish beast betrayed the winds. Not even the God of Animo themselves would forgive it.
Please, I beg of you.
I'm afraid not, little bard. Strange. Somehow I feel so bad rejecting this sweet child.
Then, I guess I'm left with no other choice. I cannot hide anymore. My disciples, rejoice! Behold, the God of Animo, Barbados, has descended.
Wait, what?
Shocked, aren't you? Don't you just want to cry out and rejoice? How does it feel to finally meet the god you've been serving?
Does he really think this is gonna work?
If there's nothing else, I'll be going back to handle the cathedral's paperwork now.
Yeah, I didn't think it would.
Wait!
Oh, Venti. Venti, Venti, Venti.
Huh? She didn't even bat an eyelid.
Can you blame her?
But I have at least learned what I wanted to know. She didn't deny that the cathedral is enshrining the Holy Lyre.
True.
Now, since you're the hotshot of the Knights of Favonius,
Just what are you getting at here?
Maybe you can give it a shot.
Oh dear. Oh, okay, just don't expect anything. Hi there.
Barbados bless you.
Thank you. I'm the honorary Knight of Favonius, Aether.
I know you. You and Amber saved Mondstadt that day.
Yeah, we sure
So
did.
what brings you here? Tasks from the acting Grand Master?
Yes, actually, the Knights of Favonius would like to borrow the Holy Lyre.
Is that so?
Yeah?
Not that I don't trust you. It's just that a suspicious bard came looking to borrow the Holy Lyre as well.
Oh, you don't say.
He's full of nonsense and even called himself Barbados. He must be up to something.
Yeah, I kinda think he is as well.
There are regulations in place for the use of the Holy Lyre. Currently, it's only used in Ludi Harpastum.
Ludi Harpastum.
Signed documents from the Grand Master, Seneschal, and community representative are all required.
Oh.
So, may I see the document from the Knights of Favonius?
I'm sorry, I forgot to bring it here.
A signed document is required. Without it, there's not much I can do. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really am quite busy as of late.
Okay. Well, that went just about as well as I thought it would.
It didn't work. I knew it.
You knew it?
I just wanted to know how influential the hotshot of the Knights of Favonius is. You see, the best warrior should always be presented with the best sword. And yet here we are. Does the story not make for a fitting ballad?
Maybe.
So what are you trying to say? That we're not good enough?
No, that's not it. More of a commentary regarding Mondstadt's inability to see the warrior standing right before its very eyes. Very well. Looks like borrowing it is not going to be possible. We're simply going to have to steal it.
Did I hear you say that right?
Today we stand for free will. Any suggestions on just how we steal it? Come now, speak up. That's what free will is for.
I'm not sure I want to steal anything.
Look at you, sidetracked from the start. But seriously, you're more suitable for the job than I.
How so?
Aside from singing, I don't really have any other talents. Besides, if I was caught, I'd have no one to right the grave injustice of my arrest.
How can it be a grave injustice if you got caught stealing red-handed?
Yeah, she has a point.
But things are different for you. You are the superstar of the Knights of Favonius. You have made contributions to Mondstadt.
Yeah, I still don't think they'll forgive me for stealing the Holy Lyre.
Should you get caught, you would easily be able to talk your way out of it.
I'm not so sure about
The guards
that.
here, it seems they're off duty throughout the night.
Oh, you're right, there was a guard over there earlier.
If we manage to seize this opportunity, it should be smooth sailing from here.
Oh dear.
Stop mentioning us getting caught!
What do you say?
I'm sorry, but wait, did you just say you're Barbados?
Yes. Seems I did mention that.
But you were lying, right?
Your point being?
If you really are a god, then we can't simply abandon you.
Why does your decision hinge upon whether or not I am a god?
Paimon will fill you in on her background story when we get the time.
Yeah, and if you're not a god, then I'll help Dvalin anyway.
Huh?
I don't want to see another separation. But you'll hear more about that later, Venti.
Don't be shy. Go!
Okay, what have we got to lose, I guess? Oh god, this place looks quite well guarded. There's guards all over the place. Let's see what we can do, I guess. Why have I got a bad feeling about this? What's the floor still good? I think we're there. There it is. Alright. We did it. Huh?
Who are you?
What? What? Whoa. Where did
She
she...
disappeared.
Who was that?
Freeze!
What?
What are you doing here?
Uh-oh. Run? Run where?
Oh no! We're busted! Run!
What? Follow me.
Okay, oh, what? Escape? Like, what? Okay, let's get going. Oh, okay, whoa. I don't know what's going on. Let's go this way somewhere. Okay, over there. Oh god, I hope they're not chasing us. Okay. Where are we going anyway? Where did Venti run off to? Down here... Wait, at the tavern? Seriously?
Master Diluc, this is this week's accounts.
The disaster has greatly affected business.
Well, let's hope it all ends soon.
Hi! We'd like a seat at your, least conspicuous table.
Oh, that didn't sound conspicuous at all.
The second floor has fewer customers. You'd be less conspicuous up there. But aren't you a bard? Why not sit front and center?
Let's save the paid performance for next time. We'll be heading up now. See you in a bit.
Hey, keep an eye on them. There's something strange about that bard. I'll go ask around.
Ask who exactly?
The protectors of Mondstadt.
Master Diluc, have you seen two thieves around?
What happened? Why have you mobilized so many guards?
Haven't you heard, Master Diluc? Two thieves are trying to steal the Holy Lyre.
Huh? How odd.
Isn't it? The Holy Lyre is a treasure that was played by the god of animal themselves. Such a precious piece of cultural heritage.
Why would one want to steal something they can't sell off? Would pay better to steal from my sellers.
Huh?
Sorry, off topic. Believe they headed that way.
Understood. Thank you, Master Diluc.
Wait, they just fell for that easily? Oh, I guess we owe Diluc our thanks.
Today, I think I'll have a glass of...
You can put down that bottle you stole from behind the counter.
something cold.
Right. I want answers.
Let me finish my drink first. I'll pay you. Well, with a performance.
It's not about money. You seem too young to be drinking.
No need to worry. When I started drinking, you were still...
How about answering my question first?
Oh, you want to ask, who's this? Am I right? He is Master Diluc, the boss of... the owner of this tavern.
Oh. Hi there, Diluc.
He's very famous. By the way, his dandelion wine is one of my favorites. Although most of the time I can only afford a bottle or two.
Oh, that expensive, huh?
I just heard about some thieves from the guards.
Uh-oh.
For the record, I like your guts for trying to steal the Holy Lyre de Hamel. Even if you are fools. But we don't often get to see people like you.
It wasn't us that stole it. The real thief is still out there.
Yeah.
This is the hotshot of the Knights of Favonius. Why would someone so aspiring steal Mondstadt's sacred treasure?
Hotshot? Oh, so it's you.
Hi there.
So, you and the bard are close friends?
I've only heard him play once.
Well, despite only being a passing traveler, you still offered your help to Mondstadt in its time of need. A shame you joined the Knights.
A shame.
The Knights of Favonius. Inefficient right from beginning to end.
Oh.
And towards the Fatui? Weak and conservative.
Oh, they are delegates, aren't they?
Forget it. I don't feel like talking about it.
I wasn't gonna ask you about it anyway.
Seems you don't really like the Knights of Favonius.
Uh-oh.
Just differences in approach is all. I have my own hopes for this city. Now, answers. Why did you steal the Holy Lyre?
You sure you want to know? It could implicate you in the affairs of the Knights of Favonius.
That's fine. I somehow always end up implicated in their affairs.
If I tell you the story with a performance, will you believe me?
It depends. I'll make my own judgment.
Then will I get paid?
Your reward will range from anywhere between 5 Mora and the Holy Lyre. It all depends on your story.
Very well. Let me put on a show.
Oh, this sounds good.
What did I just witness? This is confidential information. Why did you let me know?
Why? Perhaps the winds are changing.
Ah, this Venti sure is suspicious.
What say you, Master Diluc?
Interesting. Give me some time. I'll organize some contacts. Outlander, as one of the knights, it seems you're not a suspect. Blonde is the only description on the wanted poster. You should be safe. As for the bard, however, it'd be better if you stayed in the tavern.
No problem. I like taverns.
Okay. Let's meet here tonight after the tavern closes.
Okay.
Remember, don't forget our meeting tomorrow night.
I won't. Okay, so Diluc told us to come back to the tavern after it was closed, so let's see what he's got to say.
You're here.
I am.
Wait, you're...
Huh? Hey, Jean?
Well, first of all, I contacted more than one person. Secondly, she came here as Jean herself, not as the acting Grandmaster.
Okay.
A Jean you would never see, even as an honorary knight.
What a surprise.
Indeed.
I heard about the Holy Lyre, but I never suspected it was you. So, the sound of the Holy Lyre can purify Storm Terror and return it to normal? Is that true?
That's right. Your honorary knight is putting themselves on the front line to try and resolve this Storm Terror issue. Now that's the hotshot of the Knights of Favonius I'm talking about.
Hey, stop trying to put all this on me, Venti.
Feels like we're breaking the law, though.
Yeah.
I understand this kind of absurd explanation is hard to believe.
Uh-huh.
But we can ask the bard to play the song again to try and persuade...
I believe you.
Huh?
To persuade our stubborn command... Wait, what?
I can't think of any reason for Dvalin's betrayal, given it was once one of the Four Winds. However, if it was poisoned in the battle over Mondstadt all those years ago, and then corrupted by the Abyss Mage after it woke up, we can't really blame it.
No, I guess we can't.
But as acting Grandmaster, I obviously cannot make such a statement publicly. Diplomatic pressure from the Fatui makes it hard for us to seek a peaceful resolution to the Storm Terror issue. People would think I've lost grip on the gravity of the situation. That's why I can only do this in private.
Okay.
That's one of the reasons I don't like the Knights of Favonius.
I see.
What surprises me is that you would believe in Outlander so easily.
Yeah.
My cautious and meticulous superior, even you trust him, don't you, sir?
I already told you not to call me sir. Never mind. We don't often get to work together after all.
So? This kinda got a bit awkward.
Wow. This is really awkward.
Tell me about
I
it.
have a rough idea of where the Holy Lyre de Hamel is.
Oh?
Nice recovery. She's really talented at changing the subject.
The conflict between Mondstadt and Snezhnaya stems from the conflict between the 7 nations and their respective gods. The cryo gods Fatui seem to be after the Animo god's power.
So, are they going to take over the defense of Mondstadt?
Right.
Oh.
If the Knights of Favonius publicly prevented an attempt on Dvalin's head, then the only other way to affect the Animo god's power is to take the Holy Lyre.
The number of Fatui that have come to Mondstadt is far from limited. I've already managed to coerce a few reports out of them.
Diluc has determined that the Holy Lyre is not being held in the Goth Grand Hotel.
Okay.
I imagine they don't want to leave something stolen in a place where it could be so easily found.
True.
Paimon gets it. If too much of a scene gets made, then it becomes a big diplomatic issue.
Such is the diplomacy between the 7 nations.
This Diluc guy seems a bit suspicious as well.
Outlander, ready to go?
Yeah. So, let's go. Where are we going, exactly?
Jean just said the Fatui are trying to take Dvalin's power for the cryo god. I fear this might fall short of their true intentions. I think they intend to use Barbados' connection to the wind to draw him out. Just like Lisa traced the source of the storm to the temples.
The god of Animo? Hasn't been seen for more than 1,000 years. What makes you think that's their intention?
Oh,
Forget it. I don't like having to pry. Here, take this.
Oh, what's this?
What is it?
A disguise to protect your identity. Put it on before you run into the Fatui.
Ah, good thinking.
Unfortunately, there's still one of Mondstadt's allies. At least that's the facade we're maintaining. Our actions are going to get them stirred up. Better to not implicate yourself on a personal level.
Okay then. Okay then, let's track down this Fatui hideout and see what they're hiding. Alrighty guys, we're gonna end this vlog just here, so next time we'll head on over to this Fatui hideout and see if we can find this Holy Lyre de Himal that Venti wants us to get a hold of. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed watching this vlog with me, and yeah, as usual I'll attach some selfies I took along the way, and please feel free to stick around for future videos. Yeah, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.
Windblade!